Hi everybody, I'm Alyce-Kay Ruckelhaus from the Widow Ruckelhaus and Threshold of Hineni, and as promised I'm going to show you how to make this really cute pocket pack kind of thing. It's got like as many pockets as you want basically, that Natasha from Treasure Books showed us how to do recently on a video, and I'm going to link her video below because I really want you to check out her channel, for one thing because I'm using her idea here, which is kind of the idea of sharing these things, and also because her channel is really cool and you've got to check it out and subscribe. Okay, so we'll probably use this someplace else, but in the meantime we're going to set this aside because we're going to make one from scratch because I want to show you how to make it. It's really easy. Once you make this, you're going to want to make several of them because they're so much fun, and I do recommend making several so that you can just set them aside and use them, in different projects and stuff. But if you make several at a time, it kind of reinforces how to make it. Okay, so I'm looking through here. I'm looking for, let's see if you can see both sides. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking for something that has a good contrast on the other side. Like that has a good contrast on the opposite side, but we've used a lot of pink. This has good contrast, but the design is only on one little part. How about this one? That's got the design only in one little part. That's a good contrast, but I don't really like the combination. Now see, this is the one that I used, and there's not enough of a contrast, so I'm not really happy with, here it is, how it contrasts. I want it to be a bigger contrast than that. Okay, so, well, that would be cute on the back of something. It has little sayings that go too far. That doesn't have anything in the center. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, now that's pink, so we'll just hold on to it and we might come back to it if we don't find something else that's like really fantastic. Now there's a lot of contrast on that, but the design is so big on both sides, so I'm not real thrilled with that. Black and white would be good for this. We've already used this paper, and we've used this paper too. This does not have enough contrast at all. Neither does that, and we've used this page. What about this pink polka dot one? Okay, so let's go back to that one that we saw. It was pink, but that's okay. Where was it? Ooh, or I like that. Did I say earlier that I didn't like it? I like that. Let's go with that. Okay, so we can set this aside too. All right, so the first thing I need to do is I need to cut off this little line there, that side that has the line on it, because we don't want to have a dotted line, and also because it would make it the wrong size. This is from a 12 by 12 pad of paper, and they leave this space from this line just in case you have a hard time tearing it out of the book, and so it tears a little bit. They don't want it to tear, but then you've got to trim it off because you don't want that line, and also because you want it to be 12 by 12. All right, so I'm going to tear this in half and put it in with my Franken paper. The only reason I tore it in half is because it's too long for this. And I wouldn't use a 12-inch long paper on Franken paper anyway. So, okay, and so far mostly what we have in there is long strips, but we'll have other things too. All right, so the first step in doing this, we've got to figure out, I don't really care which direction this goes, so I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. Okay, so what we want to do first is we're going to fold it up, and we want to get our sides really even. Okay, and then make a fold in it, like so. Okay, then we're going to turn it this way, and you can either measure and fold if you want, or I'm going to use my all-in-one tool because it's just so much easier. If you don't have this, that's okay. Just mark it, and I'll tell you the measurements in a minute. Just mark it and fold it. But if you have something like this, oh my word, it sure saves time. Okay, in the back part right here is my little bone folder thing. That's what it's called. It's not made out of bone. I think originally they might have been. Okay, so we have our fold going this way. It's going horizontal. Okay, I made a mistake on one and I did the same direction. And we're going to line this up so that we can find 3.5 inches. Okay, we're going to mark it right here. 3.5 inches, and I'm using these little ridges in here with my bone folder. It's basically just going right down the ridge through the paper. I don't know if you can see the line that it makes. Okay, that's going to make it so much easier to fold. I'm going to flip it over. See how easy it is, you guys? Flip it over. If I wasn't explaining, I could probably do this whole thing in about 5 minutes. So you'll get so that you can do that too. Okay, so, and I'm going to do another at 3.5 inches. Okay, so we have our line. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it better. We have our line that goes across here, and then we have 2 lines that are each 3.5 inches from the end. All right, I'm going to put this away because I don't need it now. Put my little thing away in here too. I'll put a link for this below in case you're interested in checking it out. I think it's like $55 or so, and that is a little pricey, but it replaces like 14 different things, which you would pay, you know, like $12 each for or more, and it just takes up a lot less space. So I really, really, really do recommend it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, what are we going to do now? We are going to, oh yeah, we're going to cut right here and cut right here. Okay, so I've got my paper scissors. My fabric ones have some cheesecloth on the end. So we're just cutting right along this fold right to the next fold. It doesn't go quite far enough. The tips of my scissors aren't cutting. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing over here, right on the fold, right to that other fold. Ah, come on. I just bought some new scissors at Walmart, but they're still out in the car. I didn't bring everything in at once. Okay, so then we're going to fold this in like so. Okay, and smooth it out really well. In fact, that's another good thing for this bone folder thing. Okay, and then we're going to fold this one down too and smooth it out really well. Okay, we're going to go over to our other side and do the same thing. Fold up. And fold up. Okay, so now you've got this thing, and I'm glad it has a lot of contrast. That makes it easier for you to see too. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to, no we're not, we're going to, I've already forgotten. How do we do this? Okay, so this is like this, like that. Okay, then yes, then we're going to bend it, we're going to fold it over right here where the fold is, like this, and then we're going to fold these in, like so. Okay, and then fold the other side in also. Okay, so once you've done this, don't glue anything yet. Don't glue anything. Okay, so you can look at it and go, do I like it that way with this part on the inside? Or would I rather have it, it's really easy to fold it the other way. Have it this way with the it folded like this. Oops. Wait a second. This one goes on the inside. Okay. Okay, so we can have it. That's what I just showed you, isn't it? Oh my gosh, you guys. I am like wacky doodle here today. Okay, let's try it now. This, no. You guys, no, no, she's going crazy. All right, now we're gonna fold it so that this way. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Could I make it more difficult? All right, there we go. Or we could do it this way. I like it with the orange on the inside. We'll see if we can get it back that way. Just turn it over the other way. Okay, and then your other choice is, do you want these orange flaps to be outside, or do you want them to be tucked inside here like that? Okay. I think I like them tucked inside. Okay, so what Natasha suggests is that you glue these down. Okay, so that when you put paper in here like this, you're not going to pull those out. But to me, I'm thinking, why bother having them in there when I can use them for something else? So I'm going to cut those corners off, and we'll see if I completely wreck it or if that works, because I have a really, really fun idea. Okay, so let's cut these off. You could tear them off too, actually, if you wanted to. Let's turn it to the other way because I can't really see it there. You guys, I'm going to do something really stupid because that's just how I am today. I'm just kind of weird. I had a really strange, creepy experience yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you about it because I think you guys would think I'm crazy. But it was just really weird, and it has really kind of freaked me out. Okay, I've got to fix that. And I'm still a little upset by it. So that's what's going on. That's why I'm being so weird. But thank you for being with me, my friends, because that helps me feel a lot better. I'm just cutting right on that fold. Okay. Then we're going to bring this and fold it in like this, and fold this in like this. So we can have it either this way, okay, or we can have it this way. And I showed you in the last video like different ways that we could use this. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking is, what if I take the little triangles from this one? Would they be cute somehow on here? I'm not sure. So let's see, because I'm going to end up cutting the triangles off of these too. So I'm just going to cut one for now. Oh, and I used scalloped scissors when I almost said scalloped potatoes. I used scalloped scissors when I cut part of these because I couldn't find my scissors. Okay, so let's put this down. Now, what if we were to add this like that, or like that? It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of dorky. I'm not sure that I like that. I don't really see any point in it. Yeah, I don't think so. Not unless I like cut this and made the whole thing smaller, which we could do. Or we could even fold this. What would happen if we folded that? That's really cute. And then it would flip out. And that makes a little flip. Oh, I like that, you guys. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, so if we glued this here, I think I would cut it a little bit smaller so that it has like the edge all the way around it. But where we would want to fold it would be like right here. So I'm definitely going to use my scoreboard on this. Okay, it's right on that line is where we want to be. Okay, so we're going to put it up. Oops, I've got to get the bone folder out. Where is it? Hopefully I still know where that line is. Yep. Okay, so it's that line, right? Let me make sure. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller. Oh, actually, it's this line right here. Okay, so we're not cutting it. Okay, we're just folding it because we're going to make it like a flip out. I think this is going to be really, really cool. Okay, and then let's do the same thing. Let's make sure I can fold fold it here. Did I go all the way through it enough? Okay, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I kind of, you know what? I like this better. Definitely better. Okay, so it's that line right there. Okay. And you want to push it up against so that it's nice and even, so that you're going to go straight. I'm going to go over this a few times because the other side it was kind of hard to, because you're going through like 4 layers of paper here. Okay, and then we're going to fold this. Okay. Oh, and that's because there's just so many extra little things to have. That's cute. I really like that. Okay. So we're going to do that. So here are some ideas that I had for how you could do this. You could glue some lace along here, and that would be really pretty. You can, if you're going to have it open like this, you could put something in the middle too. Okay, or you can do like what we're going to do, which is to put these little triangles in there. Okay, so I'm going to use my cutter. I keep putting it away. I'm going to use this little thing just to cut a little bit off of each side so that we're going to have a little border around it. So let's stick it through this way. Okay, and we can use this for our guide. So we're going in 2 lines. Will that make it too small? Should we just go in 1? Let's go in 2 lines. I may be sorry, but okay. So what does that do? Oh, then we don't even have to cut anymore. That works right there. Okay, so that gives us, see this nice little frame thing? And even if we turn it this way, that's cute because it adds another, or we could even do this. Okay, so let's do the other 3. I mean, what do you guys think? I think it's cute. I think it adds some neat colors to it, and it coordinates with it too. Okay, so I'm cutting off that triangle, and I'm cutting off this triangle here. And I could do the same thing with this one that I'm cutting. I could use the orange ones that I cut off and use those as a contrasting piece, which would be really cute too. Okay, and then where's this one here? I haven't cut yet. Okay, so we did it 2 lines over when we cut cut it on the cutting board, and we're cutting off the scalloped edge. Okay. So, well, we can't really cut the scalloped edge off of that one. It's got to be this one here, this edge. Okay. I don't know where it was the scalloped edge on that one. Oh no, it wasn't. The scalloped edge is still on that one. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh, yes. I thought I was gonna cut the wrong part. Okay. There we go. All right, and these little pieces. Well, I'm not gonna put them in the Franken paper thing yet because I have another idea for those. Okay, so that's 2 of them that we've cut. Let's cut another one here. Going 2 lines over. Do you see what I'm saying? 2 lines. Here's the cutting line. 1, 2. I don't know what that is, like 1/4 of an inch, I think. Okay. All right. Watch your fingers because this is a really sharp blade. Okay. And then 1 more. 1/4 of an inch over. There we go. Okay, now I think I can put this away for a little while. Let's put our bone folder back in so we don't lose it. See all this storage you've got on the back? This thing here is for making tags. This is for holding things in place, like for stamping, because there's another little thing that attaches to this magnetic part that you use for stamping. It's just, it's so cool, and it is just like the most useful thing I have. All right, so here's what we're going to do is we're going to, now we're going to glue. I would sew just because I like to sew, but I'm going to glue these for those of you who want glued stuff. I think I have another little thingy here, yeah. Okay, so this I think is the one that wasn't runny. Now what we could do, if we want to make even more pockets, is we could leave this one here open on the top. I'm not going to, I'm just going to close it all, but if you wanted to, you could leave that open on the top and then you could stick a little something right in there. But, oh, and do we want this side? Or do we want this side? Let's look and see how this, and actually we could even go every other one. Let's see how this looks. That one's going to tuck under there. And this one would tuck under here. Like that, or do we want them to be all the same? I think it looks better when it's all the same, personally. If this part wasn't so busy, which we're not going to be seeing. Yeah, no, I think I want this cut like this. And the other thing I'm starting to wonder is if I should make those actually a little bit smaller, but no, I don't think so. I think that's cute. Okay, so we're going to just glue all the way around the edges. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but if you can't, I'm just gluing all the way around the edges. And when I use this glue, I usually will run the nozzle through the glue as I'm putting it on because I want to smooth it out a little bit. There we go. I'm actually wearing a dress, so I don't want to wipe my hands on it like I would on my shorts. I'm terrible. Okay, and then this one here. Okay, we've got a glop here. I don't want it to get squirted out when I rub it down. I really like the paper in this pad because it's really thick. So even if the glue beads some, it probably won't show. Okay, I think I just mumbled. It probably won't show because the paper is so thick. Okay, where's my... Oh, there we go. These are just some face pads, cotton face pads that I got from Walmart. They're like 97 cents for a package, and they work really well for mopping up glue. Okay, and then this. You know, I didn't pay attention when the bells just rang, so I'm lost track of the time. So I'm not sure how long we've gone. I'll probably finish making this and then break, and we can do the next video. We can do some more with it. Okay. And put this one in place. And I'm trying to get it so it's, you know, kind of lined up with the other one, see, at the same place. Okay, so those are all good. What did I do with my little glue thing? Ah! There it is. Okay. All right, so this is what we've got. We've got it like this, and we're going to turn these flaps in like this, like that, and then this can, you know, fold in the page, or we could even have it, ooh, that's really pretty. We could have it like this if we want to do it on different pages. I may work with this a little bit more just to get those lines to line up a little bit more, but I kind of don't think I can because of the fold. So then this would be like this. So this is where I'm thinking that these little things would come in handy, is to put, but that doesn't contrast enough, really. Yeah, no, that doesn't contrast enough. But we could And the orange wouldn't either. We could put some lace here, I think. That might be nice to have some lace. And then it can be like a tuck, or it could be a long pocket like here and here. Okay, so we're going to decide exactly what we're going to do with that when we figure out what page we're going to put this on. Okay, and then we can decorate this more too. We'll probably want to decorate this a little bit more, put something on these. I'm not sure, kind of depends on how we're using them. If we were going to have it like this, I would just leave it like this. I don't think I would add anything more. I might put a little thing here or something. So I think it's just going to depend on where we're going to put it. So we're not going to do anything more with this. We're going to let it sit and dry, although it's probably dry by now. But in the next video, we'll figure out where we're going to put this and what exactly we want to do with this, whether we want this to be pockets this way, or here's the other thing I wanted to check was, how would it look if we turned it this way? Nope, we want it to go this way. And I really kind of like it like that. I think that's my favorite, is doing it like that. Okay, I love you all. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.